welcoming welcome, my friends. Make sure we're sliding all the way down those rows, making room for everybody. If your entire party does not fit in the row, make sure you're getting on that ass truck.
Okay.
For my friends on that right hand side, make sure we're watching your hands, arms, feet, and legs as those doors will be sliding closed. Asante Sana. Asante Sana means thank you, as we like to say here in Harambe. Twende. So let's go. Jumbo, everyone, my name is Isaac and I will be your safari tour guide this afternoon here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Just as a safety reminder for everyone.
Guys, look here, guys. Mom.
Please remain seated, keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times.
You guys, if you look back. Oh, yeah, that would be great. Okay. Guys, look there. Caleb, look back. Okay.
The first stop on our tour will be the forest. The forest is known for plenty of animals that like to camouflage, hide in the trees and bushes. So if you see any animals that I might not mention, yell out to me, call out to me, make any noise to get my attention. I'll be gladly willing to talk about those animals. Thank you. If you look over on your right, we're going to see the first animal. That's the animal with the white stripes on its hind legs. That is called an okapi. It might look like it's related to the zebra, but it's actually closely related to the giraffe. It has that long tongue and those skin-covered horns just like a giraffe does. It's actually a very shy animal. We didn't know about it until about 1901. Before then, we always thought of it as a myth. If you look over on your left, all the way back behind that wall over there, you're going to see a black rhino. The black rhino can weigh up to 3,000 pounds, and its horn on the front of its head is made up of something called keratin. Keratin is the same thing you find in your hair and fingernails.
That's Grannysaurus. No, that's Rhino. Granny Rhino. Yep, she's a rhino.
If you look over on the right, you're going to see a bird walking around. That is the saddle-billed stork. The saddleboard stork can grow up to 5 feet tall. Has a wingspan of about 9 feet. It's named, of course, for that saddle-shaped yellow crest on their bill. If you look over on the left-hand side, all the way behind these bamboo shoots over here, there's some antelopes in the back. Those are known as bongo. Bongo have those horns pointed backward on their heads to help them navigate through the bushes and trees of the forest. They're also known as the ghost of the forest, and that is because of their shy nature and the fact that they are nocturnal, so they're very rarely seen. We're now making our way over toward the Safi River. The Safi River is known for plenty of animals that like to hang out in the water or by the water, so hopefully we'll see a few of them out here this afternoon. We're going to see 2 animals just already over here. If you look over on the right, over by the wall over there on the beach, there is a Nile hippopotamus. There's also another one swimming in the bottom of the water. If you can see that shadow moving around, that is a Nile hippo. Those bigger birds with the beaks, those are pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans will get their pink back during their mating season. That's why they're named the pink-backed pelican. Those hippos, it's rare to see them out of the water though. Hippos usually like to spend most of the time in the water to avoid overheating. If you look over on the left, you're going to see another one swimming under the water under there. If you can see it, they will spend up to 8 minutes underwater without coming up for a breath. They like to walk or run at the bottom of the water instead of swim, so it's not surprising we're seeing them underwater right now. You gotta look for shadows in the water if you're looking out for the hippo, because they do not like to swim, they don't like to stay above the water.
I think come on.
The biasa?
The hippo is actually a very territorial animal, which makes it one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. Think of how like you would like to squish a bug when it is in your house. That's the same thing a hippo thinks when it sees any other animal. It wants to get rid of it. It wants to kick it out.
Man-made waterfall.
If we look over on the left, we can see some Nile crocodile.
Caleb, look! Guys, look! KFC. Let's call it KFC. Oh, Caleb! Whoa!
Make sure we stay seated at all times, please. Make sure we stay seated. We are going over live animals right now. Those Nile crocodiles have jaws so strong they can actually break the bones of their prey. They often be seen holding their jaws open during the summer because they like to avoid overheating. Holding those jaws open help them cool down because they are exothermic animals. We're now making our way over to the Savannah. The first sighting of the Savannah is this tree on the right that might look like it's upside down. That is the baobab tree. The baobab tree will go leafless about 9 months out of the year in order to help it conserve water. The baobab tree is also known as the tree of life. It is called the tree of life because of the thousands of gallons of water it will hold inside of its trunk. Quite often you'll see animals boring into it, ripping off the bark and chewing it, or doing anything they can to get the water out of those trees. So it truly has become the tree of life to some of these animals on the savannah. We're going to see quite a few animals in just a little bit, so I'm going to quickly name quite a few and then tell you about them. I try to name them to make sure you know what they're called before we talk about anything. If you look all the way on the right in the back behind the trees right there walking away from us is a Hartman's Mountain Zebra. That's a Hartman's Mountain Zebra back there. Looks like we can't see anything super close yet though, but as we come around this corner, as we come around the savannah, we'll definitely get better views of the animals soon.
Maybe we're gonna go closer. Very excited.
If you look over on the left, you might see them walking around just behind that hill over there. We're going to see them a little bit better in just a second. Those are African painted dogs. African painted dogs are some of the most successful hunters in Africa, and that is due to the fact that they will hunt as a pack. Hopefully we can see them. But look all the way over in the back corner over there. They're running around like crazy. Yeah, they like to hunt as a pack, and they like to work together to get their prey.
It's a painted dog. It's hyena.
They will also hunt an animal to exhaustion, so they will not give up when it comes to hunting animals. There's some more antelope in the back left. Those are some sable antelope. Those are the ones with the horns pointing backwards on their head. Those horns pointing backward are very useful to them. They help deter predators from jumping on their backs. When it comes to fight or flight, the sable antelope will choose fight. They will fight a predator before they run away. They like to use those horns to help defend themselves. As we come around the savannah here, you're going to see a lot of these dirt-looking towers around us. These dirt towers are termite mounds. Termite mounds can become as hard as concrete. They are only made up of 3 different ingredients. That is dirt, spit, and dung. Often you'll see an elephant or a giraffe coming up to them to use them as the scratching post. On the savannah on our right, you're going to see another Hartman's Mountain Zebra. We often argue with zebra if they're black with white stripes or white with black stripes. These guys are black with white stripes, and we can tell because of the black on their nose. It makes them black with white stripes. Want to see a few more animals all the way out in the distance of the savannah laying down. We can see quite a few actually, wildebeest. And then over on our left-hand side, as we come around this corner here, we're going to see a few Ankole cattle.
Caleb, look.
The Ankole cattle is a sign of wealth throughout Africa. Those horns can get up to 6 feet long. They actually have a honeycomb pattern on the inside, so they're actually pretty light horns. Those wildebeest are the largest migrating animal in Africa. About 1.5 of them migrate 1.5 million of them migrate throughout Africa every year. Their migration is actually so large that their migration can be seen from space. Now ahead of us on our left-hand side, you're going to see a very popular animal. These are the Maasai giraffe. The giraffe can go up to 20 feet tall. The babies at birth are actually 6 feet tall. That's about my height. Those babies get born at that height. I had to work 20 years for it. I'm kind of mean. The Maasai giraffe, although it might not look, it can actually run up to 35 miles an hour using those long legs. It does look kind of goofy when it runs, though.
It's a giraffe.
Giraffe.
Big giraffe. That's my first time seeing a giraffe stand. Yeah, me too. There, we already saw a giraffe. See that one? Oh wait, I think it's my third or second time seeing a giraffe.
You can see a few more wildebeest laying over in the tall grass on our right. Wildebeest in Africa are named Nu. That is spelled G-N-U. That is for the sound that they make while they're herding. That is nu. That's the sound they'll make. You can see a much closer look up on a baobab tree on our right as well.
Ooh.
Tell we're gonna be passing by elephant country. If you look over on the left, he's turned around right now, kind of trying to blend in with that tree behind them. We see an African elephant. Those trunks on the elephant actually can have up to 40,000 muscles inside of them. That is more muscles than the entire human body. They can use those trunks to pick up even just a single blade of grass if they wanted to.
Look, it's right there. Look, elephant. There's some stuff.
Now again, over on our left, we can see a flamboyance of greater flamingo. The greater flamingo is the tallest and lightest pink of all the flamingos. They'll get that pink color from the keratin in the shrimp that they eat. The more shrimp they eat, the pinker they get. So when they're born, they're actually born as gray. They're born gray, and they become more pink as they get older. About 2 years old, and then they start showing that pink color.
No, that one has a tall neck.
A flamboyance is the name for a group of flamingo, so that would be a flamboyance of greater flamingo.
Oh yeah.
Looks like we're entering big cat country, big cat territory up ahead. It's going to be very hard to see, but if you look to your left-hand side, just in the back behind this tree over here, you might see a cheetah lying down, looking for the log-looking thing with the spots on it. There is a cheetah just back there. Might be a little bit hard to see. The cheetah can actually run up to 60 miles an hour. It's the fastest land animal. And can get to that speed in about 3 seconds. You're going to see another cheetah over on our left, just farther ahead. There's one walking around right to our left now, and then another one laying down up ahead.
Oh, there's one moving.
The cheetah is one of the few big cats that will hunt during the daytime. That is because they don't like to compete with the other big cats at night. They're made for speed, not power, so it's easier for them to hunt during the day while the other guys are asleep.
Oh, it's behind a tree. Oh, here he
The
is.
cheetah is actually the only feline without retractable claws. It likes to dig those claws into the ground to help it when it's running, just like how we have soccer cleats that help us dig into the ground while we're running. We're gonna come around this corner here, and on our left you're gonna see a lion. This is a male lion over here. It's great to see him walking around right now because usually a lion will be sleeping for about 16 to 20 hours every day. So it's very rare to see them awake. We're gonna get a great view of them as we come around the corner here. We're gonna see quite a few more animals also on our right-hand side. You're gonna see some white rhino walking around. These are the larger of the two rhino. There's 5, they can weigh up to 5,000 pounds. They're very lions, we only see about 5 of them.
Oh my gosh. No wonder, no wonder. We are so lucky.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
And we got rhinos behind us. Lions and rhinos.
I'll tell you guys right now, that was an amazing sight because in all my time working here, I have never actually seen that. So you guys just got an amazing lucky view of that thing. That's awesome.
Oh,
Unfortunately, we do have to start moving along. That really is amazing. Those lionesses actually are the hunters of the family. That male lion will stay back and protect their territory while those female lions go out hunting. If you come around the corner, though, we are going to see a few more animals. On our left, we see some warthog hanging around. The warthog are the larger of the burrowing animals. I wouldn't call them Pumbaa, though, because Pumbaa in Swahili actually means foolish one. I would just call them warthogs. Warthogs like to back into their burrows and stick their tusks out to help defend themselves. On the right, you're going to see a few more white rhino as well as some ostrich. The ostrich are the largest of the birds. Although they might be flightless, when they're running, they like to flap their wings to help them turn. They're the fastest animal on 2 feet. They can run up to about 40 miles an hour with those 2 legs. And over on our right again, you're going to see some ostrich eggs. The ostrich eggs are the largest of the bird eggs. They can weigh about 3 pounds each. That's about equivalent to 2 dozen chicken eggs. They're so strong that a human can stand on top of those eggs without them breaking. It does look like we are heading toward our warden's post out here on the reserve. Our warden works together with us at the reserve and the local village in Harambe to make sure we're not only supporting these animals, but we're supporting the village as well. Looks like he's taking care of some Nigerian dwarf goat. These goats in turn will help provide him with milk that he can sell to the local village. They're very playful animals. You'll often see them running around or jumping and butting heads together.
Hi, mister.
Unfortunately, it does look like we're coming toward the end of our safari today. And one thing we do like to talk about here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve is conservation. We like protecting these animals and making sure that we're able to see them for years to come. So one great way to help protect these animals is just coming out and learning about them. Learning about them and sharing about them with others is a great way to protect these animals for years to come. And make sure that we all know what we're doing and making sure that we're gonna keep these animals around. I'll tell you right now, this safari was truly amazing. I enjoyed every one of you being on my truck today. I did really enjoy seeing those lions roar. It's very rare to see that, so you guys definitely lucked out, got on the truck at a good time. If you enjoyed the animal encounters we had today too, I do suggest checking out our neighbors at the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail just next door. It's about a 20-minute walking trail with a ton of other animals you'll be able to check out. That includes gorillas, meerkats, and many more. They do close around the same time we do at 5:15, so make sure you head over there soon. If you have any bonus explorers on board, you've been on the Simba 1. That's Simba 1, that's the answer in your guidebook. You'll be able to get your badge at the end of our tour today.
Did you guys want to go to the walking trail or do you want to go to
What's
the
a
ride?
walking trail?
Like animals?
You wanna go on the walking trail or no? You don't want to?
So you're going to go on the ride?
Here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye though. That is far too final. Instead, we like to say a Swahili word for go well, and that is kwaherini. So kwaherini, everyone.
What's the animal?
Go well, go wild, and have a great rest of your day here
Thank you.
at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
I hope you a great day.
Kasi tuning mo siya.
For my friends on the right hand side, make sure you wash your hands, arms, feet, and legs as this doors will be sliding open. Watch your step as you take a step down when we go. Thank you, everyone. Asante sana, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
You want to go on the walking trail?